I've always purposely done that, not really hounded out what exactly the show is about, because you don't have to get it on that level. If you think about it, it's there. But you know, I've always found that weird. You know, like people go, "It was a very intelligent show. There was slides and charts and graphs. You know, and there's use of language, very precise." It's like, well, it doesn't seem like you really needed an imagination at all there. You know, like just to continually go, and this is exactly how you should think of that. I think if you open-ended enough, you have something that's accessible for everybody.
That nearly went in my mouth.
The bee disagrees. Jeez. Thanks. This is your idea of fun? This is what's funny to you? More wasp nest interviews for the festival? I didn't have a look on my face, did I? Yeah. So, were you not able to find anything close to a fire ant hill? My show is called Goodbye Scars, and it's about my divorce and about not feeling guilty about things in the past, and realizing that life is just a journey, and if you don't take turns, then you'll never end up where you are. So it's rejoiceful. But I'm also in a play.
What's the play you're in?
It's called The Office Party. It's more of a spectacle than like a straight out play, in that you really have to come and see it, because there's a lot of things in it that I can't talk about, because legally the director would take me to a room and beat me if I even mentioned any of it. And he's a big guy, so even the women in the cast are big, and they would do it too.
Are you allowed to say that the audience won't just be an audience being silent and sitting on their seat? Sure.
You won't be silent and sitting on your seat. I didn't really turn to comedy because it was a bad job, because it was a job I wanted to do. But I did have some bad jobs. I worked in a warehouse, and there's this guy named Saul from Nicaragua, and he was in the, we had to stack these Mr. Noodle boxes onto pallets, and then a forklift would come in and take the pallet away, and there was no air conditioning in the actual truck, so it had this weird smell of hot ramen and propane mixed with it, and you just had hot sun beating down on the truck, and you just had to go all the way into it. So the deeper you got, the hotter and stinkier it got, and every once in a while a rat would run out, and we've been eating ramen noodles, just run by you like that. And we're stacking these boxes, and Saul is telling me his life story. He's like, I was in death camp in Nicaragua, and I escaped. And I ran across border to Mexico, and it's not far enough. So I ran across other border to America. It's not far enough. So I ran across the border to Canada. This is far enough from the death camp of Nicaragua. But I tell you, Glenn, this job sucks. It's pining for the death camps. Sometimes you get people come out and you can tell they're offended by what they've seen, and I'm just like, you know, YouTube is really accessible, and you know, if you're thinking, oh, who's this guy? Go to any internet cafe, dial up a bit of YouTube. If you like it, come see it. If you don't, but you know, just to sit there and act like you should be babied because you don't understand how YouTube works, well, you know.
To finish, would you like to do a blatant plug and tell us when exactly people can come and see you?
Sure.
And what it's called?
But I'm gonna make you find out yourself. Get your own Fringe Guide. You know who I am, except I don't look the same in my picture. But I'm not telling you where it is. You have to find it out yourself. That's my little natural way of making sure that at least they're slightly intelligent. You are able to open a Fringe Guide, look up the show, and find it yourself.
Fair enough.